Schuh. Okay. Ach, Baby. Ach so. Ach so. Okay. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir gehen schlafen. Keine Ahnung. Ja. Gibt nicht wirklich viel zu tun noch. Gehen wir ins Bett. Mal gucken, ob wir wieder träumen. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Here we are
again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? I'm sorry, cells, it's on me, it's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Human beings will always betray you.
How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Hmm.
Yes?
Are we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concentrated effort, considerable ingenuity, and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you're going to go to jail. Please don't. I was just... It was a joke. Sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency. He sighs. What's done is done. Let's get back to police work. I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you. Okay. Polizei. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
What? As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant. Hold on, you're patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
Hmm? I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world.
Do you now?
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
So what precinct are you from? What precinct? She just sighs. Am I from? God, he doesn't know. Fucking deranged lunatic. Sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I don't... She looks around. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. What are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for... you? No one. Man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses and you are... a policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all. She says quietly and looks away. Okay, goodbye.
You look like shit.
You're ruffled face reflects from the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know it's intentional.
Like undercover?
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
Yeah, hobo cop.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Don't even try to win him over, he won't. Something strange about this guy, figure it out. Good. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him. Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere? Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere. Another life. From where? From another life? Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... He pauses. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Ha, 69. He seems to be observing you through the reflective glass of his eyewear. There's no reply. Perhaps repeat it. 69. Repeating it gets no reaction from the man with sunglasses. Suddenly the world is very quiet. Even the howling wind outside sounds a bit embarrassed. 69. Aww. 57th. I think even in this fictional reality, the 57th would still be my station. Pretend, make a little nod towards the man with sunglasses. My condolences, man with sunglasses replies dryly. Have another guess. 41st. Okay. Man sounds genuinely excited. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. He gives a long, meaningful look and adds, somewhere good. Let's talk more about that hypothetical station 41 you mentioned. Ah, the hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. Blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe? Let's just be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Kim's cooler than you. I'm sure he's fucking flattered by, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we are partners. Turn to silent. Like partners in crime, or... No, he exclaims excitedly. Cause in this thought experiment, we are police officers. In a police station. We don't do crimes. We are not crime bros. Come on, stop it, she says quietly. Do you have a crime to solve? No. You see, I enjoy watching other, better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work. This isn't helping, she says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Where else are in our imaginary police station? You're not going to believe this, but... The man pauses for dramatic effect. Police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes. Locking up bad guys and get this. And not getting the drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung. Where's the far-out son of Lung? Oh, it's you eccentric genius. He winks at you sarcastically. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Want to tell me more about him or her? Not even a little bit. It's an urban myth, Lieutenant says quietly, about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You're not the son of Lung. He's trying to protect you from further rough handling dashed out by the sunglassed man. I can't imagine it anymore. Neither can I, partner. Neither can I. His grey eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness. Kim, who is this guy? MKM? Shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder he just doesn't recognize them. I got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? Like a mega star. Yes, he nods. A superstar cop? Of course. This again. He didn't answer your question. Now, will you answer some questions for me? No. He says calmly, then just keeps staring at you. Don't you have to? No, he doesn't. If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. He doesn't look amused, but I'm gonna go with no right now. If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Sean. Okay, say things. He adopts a lighter tone. I want to hear you say things. Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head. Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged. You think he was hanged as a cover-up to hide the shooting? Basically, yes. Okay, well... He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? Gives you an odd look. Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming. Like you've done it before. Oh my god, there's more. He looks at you in disbelief. You want something more? What is it? Let's talk about the hanged man again. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged. So, do you know who hanged him? Not yet. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, why am I even telling you this? I don't know. Okay, I'll see you around. Judge for yourself, loser. That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting a badge missing? Wait, your voice, I recognize it. Oh really? I wonder where. I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there. That's the where you remember me from? I have a bit of memory trouble. You don't say. He turns away from you. Goodbye, then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. Alright. Get a man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical station 41. Weird, right? I know, super weird. There's something we're missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at, but still. I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we are from the same station. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station? I'm going to say no, just to see what you'll say to that. What do you say? Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere. God fucking shit. He pinches the root of his nose. None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He's a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. Hi, Lena.
Oh, hello, dear.
Niks Neues, okay. Koch, was tust du in die Suppe? I need a fridge to store corpse. Man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad, then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop. I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear. Wait, what language is he speaking? He's from Graz. Koiko? Keine Ahnung. The lieutenant informs you. With the mention of the word Koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's happy for some reason. Hey, Betsy. Moment, was? Weg bin ich? Sollte nicht weg sein. Oh, Betsy, Glückwunsch, Level 71. I need to put a dead body in this fridge. Ah! His eyes light up with understanding, then instantly grow dark again. No. Shakes his head. Body no fit fridge. Fridge small. How do you know? Maybe it's a small body. No. I know. Listen to him. This is a man who clearly knows about bodies and fridges and bodies fitting into fridges. War vor ein paar Minuten weg. Ha! Komisch. Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge. Leo said you're friends with Manjana. Is that true? Mention of Manjana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends. What is in that borscht you're making there? The man says a couple of sentences in the strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. Yes. The man looks at you, then at the soup. His face lightens up. He picks up a bottle from the shelf. Borscht. Need more vodka? Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the man happy and in good spirits. He nods. Clever move by the Union. Vodka borscht. I love it, bratan. Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself. Yes, turn the vodka up. He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew. Gotta see, could I have some of that brew? He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you. Yeah! Vodka borscht. Nice. Okay. Während jetzt noch die Leute da sind, hole ich noch schnell den Schlüssel. Ich glaub von dem, ich bin mir nicht sicher.
So,
Manjana.
how'd you like our
Hi.
harbor?
Labor Utopia. It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Nods solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. Everett said you have a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? You said it belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more, I got you. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure it's actually Occidental though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend? What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse that's behind the wedding in Rex. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where did you get the key from? A janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life, things that really, truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling, well, what's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home? Shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dog worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask. Who he is and what they are fighting for. This is interesting. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Los Ardis. He smiles. They're an independent militant group, a bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everett's law. He takes a swig from his flask, but really, they're just like you. Is he actually comparing you an officer of the law to some neighborhood vigilantes? There's only one law, friend, and it's me. Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks. Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Your share? I am. Seems pleased with himself. How large a share would you like? All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board so they could take part in the decision-making process. The bossman Errod, what can you tell me about him? I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. He shrugs. In my eyes, he's a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you kinda get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners of or other relevant parties, watches out for his own. By that you mean corruption. By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is personally not too lavish. That desk seemed lavish to me. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. Not you would like to say, but then there's that weasel door. Are you a communist? No, he pauses to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Right on, brother. Just the way the world works, boyadero. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Fortunately, there's always time. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time. Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor. Ha, he smiles. The little boy did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down and see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuno used us to, what, scare you? It's a minor nuisance, it's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then. The probe into the armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts. 4 in total. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots. He looks down at your feet, but it looks like you're wearing them. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Hold up. 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boot. Well, what about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. If they ever did at all. He gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them. I did. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces. All of it? Lieutenant raises his brow. There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them. But okay. Let's find all of it. Yeah. A mesquise epic then. Mesqu's epic then all across Martinez. Glances south where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. Thank you for the cooperation, sir. No problem. He finally takes his wig from his flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now. Any idea who killed the hanged man? Mercenary? Aye. He shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? What a thought! He scoffs, looking shocked. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up, what does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men with all sorts of skills. Understood, Lieutenant takes a note. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you. No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. Aye. You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arcs and calves, surprised at how well they fit. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions. Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be. Hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. Yeah, I want the full suit. It It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor, figure out its vulnerabilities. Or birdies. Remember, this is highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. Okay. Motorway south, vector match. Okay. Schließen wir mal das Ding auf. Und ich glaube dann danach schicken wir mal Kim mit der Leiche weg. This must be it. The basement door is weather warm. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air. There's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. Press your ear against the door. Leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. Don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. Use the key. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small click. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there, a white alligator, a fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving, a little draft, a whistle. Geh mal rein. Yeah. Smell of disinfectant. Ja, du hast hier admires fair-haired irgendwas. Book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Colonial mug collection. Oh. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Tap on the mugs. Little ring. Thought, though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. What do I mean uncomfortable? The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. Typical asshole. This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs and then puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment. Whip out your yellow man, yuck, and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. Same humor, the same mocking lines. There's the missing tin soldier. The lieutenant looks at the mugs next to each other. Whoever lives here might have used the whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. You really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? Who knows? Lieutenant opens his notebook. I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter. But still, a nice coincidence. Magnesium. Ooh. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. Nose of fat. Und das war's hier. Okay. Okay, Kim.
Yes?
Okay, müssen wir vielleicht zur Leiche. Let Everett know you unlocked the door. Ah, ja, okay. Alright. He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs. Okay. Okay. Ganz alleine.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I talked to Mariana about the armor. Level up. This. toe? He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. You should thank him. Nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno. Ah, what? Quickly looks around. Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch, bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people. I'm snitching, Kuno. This is some ancient bullshit, people. It addresses the surrounding windows. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pigs full of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Found a real nice button to push. Turned the tables on him. Huh. So. Im Spiel ist es ja Mittwoch. Das heißt, wir können Dings zumachen. Das Wasserweg. So, Leute. Solch ist frei. Aber grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects again, the contact pins against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, waterlock starts moving. Yeah. Nice. Cafeteria window. Ach, da, ne? Ah. Not time yet. One. Just black branches. What's this weirdo cop doing now, huh? Window shopping? Think he's trying to find dirt on us in our box. It's what they do, Shanks. You know, policemen are sometimes called pigs. Oh no, I hadn't heard that. Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt. Tattooed man gives you a look. Fuck you. Haha. Radio relay hums with electricity. Yeah, komplett neuer Bereich. Nice. Break a box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Geld. Okay. Warum auch immer Geld da drin war. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. +1 Empathy, -1 Logik. Yeah. Since there's no entry, someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Satanisten. Ja. Swing is missing, no one's been here for a long time. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. What happened here? In this yard, someone thought they could have a summer house on the beach for cheap. It didn't work out. Looks like they abandoned it. A long time ago, someone used to live here, live here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even. And intense loneliness comes over you. It is a good place for a nice, sad drink. Uncork a velvety bottle of red wine and think about life for a moment. Really philosophize. Wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Someone has left a music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Musik? Smallest church? Oh, nice. Jetzt kann ich endlich Karaoke. There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or port reel at hand. But even just holding the tape makes you feel a little sad. A pawn shop would have a tape player. Yeah. Endlich. Endlich habe ich meine Musik. Bottled rain of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels and the engine remain visible. Must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. Seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to. The motor carriage sits in the salty ocean water, cold and sad. It doesn't have an opinion. Most suspicious. I should investigate. A seagull takes off from the half-submerged machine. It's almost like the bird is acknowledging your decision. You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. Run your hand over the cold metal. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo? Logo is too deep in the murky water. Can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. How long has it been here? The accident couldn't have happened too long ago. The ice hasn't closed up around the vehicle, so the crash must have happened last Saturday or Sunday. Well, looks like Jacob Ayer's journey came to an abrupt end, yeah? Your mocking tone finds no response but the motion of the waves. Yes, crazy recklessness. Said sunken vehicle refuses to respond. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ. They're not gloating. This is serious. What should I do? Although the sunken motor carriage is probably flattered by you addressing it, it does not supply an answer. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Whistle a tune. Spit flies from your mouth to your mustache, your chest to the ground before you. No sound though. Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down a bit? In some way it is still sad that no living thing other than seagulls is here to witness a man in his prime trying to learn to whistle. Clouds pass in the sky and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. I wonder what all these people in the city behind me are doing. Dreaming, drinking, fucking, fighting, trying to improve their lives, wishing for a better tomorrow. The tide sure is taking its sweet time. It's unclear whether the sunken vehicle agrees or not, but merely uttering these words gives you the illusion of time speeding up. Just like how the crazy daredevil piloting that vehicle must have accelerated into the sea. Clouds on the horizon grow darker and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass. Man, this is taking a long time. Yes, it is. It feels as the city behind you grows silent in the waiting. Seems like an eternity has passed. A dim light scatters from the cloud cover above the city. In it you can see the blue and white motor carriage slowly appear from the water, centimeter by centimeter as the sea recedes. Can I make out the mark now? Yes, the emblem, now visible above the waterline, belongs to the Capri Motor Corporation. Below it stands the model name 40. Squint your eyes and say, "Is that a number on the side?" Yes, number 41, as in precinct 41. Come on, man, that's our ride. Oh God, no! I'm so sorry, Harry. A massive pit opens up in your stomach and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No, say no to this, Harry. Oh God, it is mine. I drove my car into the sea. Yes, Harry, you did. No, 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 no. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you can move on. The badge, the gun, and now this. Keep moving. You're a shark. You stop, you die. How do we get you out? We don't. I can fix it. No, you can't. They are not gonna take me back after this, are they? After losing every single thing, you... Das sollte nicht da sein. You were entrusted with... I wouldn't hold my breath. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. You were not. But at least I can see what's in there now. An aggressive-looking seagull lands on a swing set and stares at you with a murderous look. You really need to keep moving. Go to your inventory and interact with the item by clicking the Interact tab. Cop of the Apocalypse. It's not fire, it's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event, but it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it. Like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach. A throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom? By what? And how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around. Badge. Ho, ho, ho. A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge! The man in the photo looks at you solemnly. Study the badge. Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner your precinct. Look at the photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice, a new photo would look different. How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking? Why? What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. Name Harriet Dubois? This document confirms that Harriet Dubois, i.e. Harry, is really your name. What? No, nein. Rank? That's what it says in the badge. No more information is provided. You should look at the badge when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is around. He could help you make sense of all this. Ja, mach mal. Footprints in the snow that lead away from the accident. The boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Okay. Ja, neuer Bereich. Gibt viel zu erkunden. Geht's dann beim nächsten Mal weiter.